When I woke up, I realized I was trapped inside a metal box. I hurried to bite through the red cords around my hands and feet. I never expected that the moment the cords came loose, a sudden alarm echoed through the space. I turned my head to look, and a narrow opening automatically slid open. All I could see were rolling ocean waves. At that moment, I realized I had been locked inside a new type of prison. It turned out that 200 years later, crime rates had sharply increased. Traditional prisons could no longer hold everyone, so the state developed a new form of detention. Prisoners were sealed in metal boxes and taken to remote areas. This was meant to reduce pressure on regular prisons, but for me, it was endless suffering. Through the screen on the wall, I learned I would have to serve 7 years here. That nearly broke me, because before this, I had been a good citizen. I had never done anything wrong. I was certain someone had deliberately framed me, but trapped beside ocean reefs. Even getting food was extremely difficult. The next morning, the small opening opened again. I struggled to get up, holding my bowl, hoping to ask for food, but there was no response at all, because the food runner had not arrived yet. Feeling deeply wronged, I tried to rescue myself. That was when I noticed many pillars above my head. I carefully tried to touch them, but I did not expect a strong electric response, so I had no choice but to search elsewhere. Suddenly, I found a latch below. I tried to pry it open with my hands, but there was also a protective current there. Everything I did was recorded by surveillance. At that moment, the metal box sounded an alarm. I panicked and lost control. The pillars above began descending rapidly. I shouted desperately for help. It seemed I was about to be crushed, but the pillars suddenly stopped. It turned out to be a warning for inmates. After that incident, I became obedient, quietly waiting for the food runner to arrive, so I could explain my injustice. I waited like this for a long time, but when I spoke of my grievance, the food runner only said she would pass it on, and advised me to hold on, because food was delivered only once a week. If I did not ration it, I would starve. After speaking, she handed me some water, and a small bag of oats to keep me alive. She also looked helpless, because supply amounts were not her decision. At that moment, all I hoped was that she would relay my appeal. But as the opening closed, days passed with no news. When I saw the red cord on the ground,